Hey everybody, welcome back to the Light Side Reaction Reviews. Today we are checking out the brand new teaser trailer for the upcoming gothic horror movie Nosferatu. Now, if you're not familiar with that name, I don't know what to say. It is the probably definitive original horror movie uh, of all time. Even before I think the original Dracula came out, Bram Stoker's Dracula, the film adaptation, there was Nosferatu. And it obviously is, well, maybe not obviously if you're not familiar with it, but Nosferatu is a version of Dracula. It was loosely based off of Bram Stoker's novel, so much so that, in fact, when it came out, Bram Stoker's estate sued the company that put out and demanded that all copies of the film be destroyed because he didn't get permission to do the adaptation. But they changed everything about it. They changed the vampire's name and everything. But there were just so many similarities that it was obvious it was based on Dracula. And so anyway, there was this court situation and everything, and the court ruling ordered that all copies of the film were to be destroyed, but several prints of the movie survived and can be seen today if you know where to look to find them. And I have seen it. It is fantastic. It's a silent movie from 1922, and it was made by German expressionist director F.W. Murnau, and starring Max Schreck as Count Orlok, who was the vampire in the movie. And if you've ever seen it, I mean, you've probably seen references to it. I mean, even SpongeBob SquarePants did a reference to him. The episode where they're locked in the Krabby Patty overnight on Halloween, and the lights keep flickering and stuff, and in the end, they're trying to figure out why is the lights flickering all the time, and they look over and there's this bald-headed, like vampire-looking creature standing there flicking the light switch, and SpongeBob goes, Nosferatu. That's Nosferatu. That's where this came from. But anyway, even if you're not familiar with the movie, if you've never seen it, you've probably seen the photographs of the really gaunt, skinny looking creature in the shadows descending the staircase with the shadows in the background and the long fingers and fingernails and stuff. Really creepy looking, and just defined horror movies in the gothic style for generations. And even today, it is a classic and just an extreme, significant movie in horror film history. So anyway, and again, the character name, Max Schreck, it's spelled differently. It's spelled Schreck than the Shrek we're familiar with, the cartoon, Mike Myers. But I'm sure that was where they got the inspiration for that, is from this vampire character. And also perhaps even Batman, which one was that? Batman Returns, I think, was the one with Michelle Pfeiffer and Danny DeVito. And then Christopher Walken played a character named Max Schreck. I'll bet anything that that was inspired by this. But anyway, they're coming out with this brand new remake of this. Okay, it's written and directed by Robert Eggers, and it's following Werner Herzog's Nosferatu the Vampire, which was the first remake they did of that in 1979, and this will be the second remake that's coming up this year, and it's coming out this Christmas, December 25th, 2024. But Werner Herzog, some of you might be familiar with him, maybe not by name, but those of you that are Star Wars fans, he played the client in The Mandalorian, Season 1, that hired the Mandalorian to go out and find the child, Baby Yoda. That was Werner Herzog. And so he is a famous director and actor from the 70s, and still putting out stuff today. But he did the first remake of that in 1979, and now they're doing another one. And it also is an unauthorized and unofficial adaptation of Bram Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula. So I don't know how I feel about this. I'm going to have to see the teaser trailer here. We're going to watch it here in just a second. But I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and get into it, and we'll talk about it later. This is the teaser trailer for Nosferatu, coming out December 25th of this year, 2024.
Come to me. Come to me. Hear my call. Come to me. Professor, my dreams grow darker. Does evil come from within us? Or from beyond?
Willem Dafoe.
He is coming.
The rats. Oh.
He's coming.
Who is coming to you, my child?
Are they going to show him?
We are here encountering
There's the hand.
vampire. Nosferatu.
Okay, now this looks impressive. The casting, oh my goodness, the casting looks fantastic. And I saw here that Bill Skarsgård, Nicholas Hoult, Lily Rose Depp, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Emma Corrin, Ralph Ineson, Simon McBurney, and Willem Dafoe are cast in this version of Nosferatu. And when I saw the names Willem Dafoe and Bill Skarsgård, I thought either one of those could probably play Count Orlok, and I was wondering which one it was going to be. Apparently, it's going to be Bill Skarsgård. You know, he played Pennywise in the latest version of It, the one that was split into two parts, part one and part two. And then Willem Dafoe, maybe you remember him from the first Sony Spider-Man series where he played the Green Goblin. And, you know, just their facial characteristics, both of them, can easily play, and the characters they played in the past as well, that I could easily typecast either one of them in that role. But here, judging by the trailer, I'm saying Willem Dafoe is not playing Count Orlok. He's playing I can't think of the guy's name, the main character, Jonathan Harker, I think is his name. And then Bill Skarsgård apparently is going to be playing Count Orlok. The production, the set production and set design and art design looks really nice, looks really good. It's going to be interesting to see with the CGI and the use of the rats in it. It's going to be more complex than they were able to make back in the 1920s or whenever this was came out. And so there's so much more that they can do with technology today. I was disappointed with the hand. It showed the hand going across the screen. I almost expected it to be inhumanely long, his fingers and fingernails, as it was in the original. And of course that was for shock value, I think. Just to see that image on the screen, the extended long fingers. In fact, you may think of Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it was the original one. Yeah, part one, where it showed Freddy Krueger in one of the early scenes in the shadows. And it showed him with the long, outstretched arms, almost like a puppet sort of thing. Or like one of these, you've probably seen the balloons that wave, the like or stand up. Kind of like a Gumby and Pokey sort of thing. Remember Gumby and Pokey? Kind of like Gumby sort of thing, where they put them outside of used car dealerships, and it's just a big balloon, and its arms wave. I can't remember what they call those, but anyway, Rubber Man or something. But anyway, it's kind of like that. The image of Freddy Krueger in that scene, and they hired a person that was actually very short, and then they put him in the distance to make it look like he was farther away, and then had the extended arms out to make it look creepier. And so let the police go by real quick. Get rid of the noise, background noise. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing this. It's not going to be exactly. I mean, the original was such a classic, and I hope you get a chance to watch it because it's an experience all in itself. It is a silent film, and so it's got music track running through it, and then the dialogue all comes up on the screen in the form of captions. But if you can, with this generation's patience for that sort of thing, some of you might be falling asleep pretty quickly in it. But if you can stay awake and concentrate well enough to watch it, it is well worth the viewing because it is just a classic. The imagery is just awesome, and the storyline is kind of cool. And like I was saying, with the modern technology, they can do so much more with that than they were able to do back then with the rats, for example. In fact, the scene there in the trailer where it showed Orlok's assistant, and I'm trying to think of what his name was, Renfield, maybe, biting the head off of the rat sort of thing. You couldn't really do that effectively back then. And to have all the rats running around, of course, this is set during the bubonic plague. And so without giving any spoilers, the rats do carry a big role in the story itself. But anyway, yeah, I'm definitely interested in checking this out. I am not a huge fan of remakes and reboots, but in this case, I mean, this movie is one of the first movies that came out. In fact, it came out before the MPAA even existed. And now they've renamed that, by the way, to the MPA, Motion Picture Association of America. They dropped the America off of it, so it's just the Motion Picture Association. But anyway, it was even before that came out, and they had like the approval code for movies. And so if there was a time to make a remake of something, I think this one's probably due for a remake. If you were going to remake it at all, because like I said, it's hard to remake a classic and to have it stand up. But from what I've seen so far in this teaser trailer, it looks like they might have done a good job with it. So what do you guys think? Go ahead and comment down below what you think of it. Are you planning on going out and seeing it? I'm definitely not going to see it on Christmas Day. I'm going to set that time aside for family and for church and for the real meaning of Christmas. But at some point after that, I will see it, probably when they release it on digital. By the way, I'm not above watching horror movies on Christmas. In fact, my wife, when we were first dating, in fact, for one of our first dates, I think it was like our second, maybe third date, I took her to see the remake of Psycho in the theater. And so that's where I took her on our first date. And then that year for Christmas, or maybe it was the next year, we went to my family's house, and during Christmas dinner, we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the TV in the background. And she commented at the time, she said, "I can't believe that on the day baby Jesus was born, we're sitting here watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre." And so, yeah, I am a huge horror movie fan. I love movies in general. And so I am definitely interested in seeing this. But no, I'm not going to watch it on Christmas Day. Like I said, that's a time for something completely different than horror movies. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, comment down below. Give me some recommendations on something you'd like to see me react to. Definitely check out the other content on my channel. For example, the light side music reactions. We're posting a lot of videos on there of songs and music I'm checking out for the first time, and some for the first time I've heard in decades, and just kind of digging them out of the closet. But yeah, definitely recommend to me if you have music that you'd like to hear me or see me react to for the first time. Go ahead and recommend that as well. And if I react to your recommendation, I will send you a shout out in that video, thanking you for that recommendation. And there's other stuff on the channel as well. Check it all out. Hopefully there's something on there that you'll like. And then come back next time for more The Light Side reaction reviews. Have a great week. Bye, guys. Bye.